Today we'll be talking about the box office today, and again, if Beetlejuice didn't exist, the box office would be dead. It would be doing horribly. But this one movie saved the box office. So I don't think we have international numbers; those come in a couple hours later. But this movie is having pretty horrible legs, all things considered, because again, it is September. People don't really watch movies in September, but this movie has still made a huge amount of money, and it has had an okay drop. 53% is an okay drop for this type of movie. Again, let's compare this to the original highest grossing movie of this month. See how it's performing. It you know, and it is doing actually significantly worse than it. It's still made about around $328 million. Was so at day 10 it was at 218 million. Beetlejuice, which means Beetlejuice might not even hit $300 million. If it is 30 million behind it, that means it probably won't hit 30 million, $300 million, which is pretty sad for this franchise. But these are the numbers out. So yeah, this movie is $30 million behind it, and it eventually made $327 million, which means as of this moment, this movie will make $297 million. As of now, again, the movie could have better legs for the next couple of weeks, but again, with movies like Transformers 1 and The Wild Robot releasing, and also Joker 2 coming out, this will be a very hard number to achieve, like of it, because this movie, the didn't really have much in terms of competition. It had a Kingsman movie and the Lego Ninjago movie, but it didn't really have much competition. Okay. Meanwhile, Beetlejuice has tons of movies, several major movies. Okay. So, and also there was a Lego movie too, the Lego Ninjago movie, but no one liked that movie. Yeah, but yeah, there's no competition this week, obviously. So Beetlejuice is gonna be the number one movie. But don't be surprised if Transformers 1 dethrones it. Next is Speak No Evil again, another non-franchise movie not making that much money. Again, Hollywood continues to continue its biggest problem of non-franchise movies not being able to break even and make money. This would have been an easy box office success for only having a $15 million budget. But again, Hollywood people have no interest in seeing movies that are not of a popular franchise, which continues this huge problem, as this movie should be able to break even if it had a better opening, like 20 million. This could have been an easy movie. And also, this was a Blumhouse movie, which means even Blumhouse is now suffering the, side effects of non-franchise movies. Again, there is a massive movie coming out that came out that is out right now, which is the Beetlejuice sequel. And also, people probably saving the money for Transformers or Joker or Wild Robot are movies that people have more interesting releases. But yeah, not very good numbers for Speak No Evil as well. Also, we have Deadpool and Wolverine still in the running here for the box office. Here, the movie has made nearly $1.3 billion. Again, the movie wasn't as big as people thought it would be. The movie still made $1 billion, yes, but people were expecting this movie to make No Way Home numbers. Numbers similar to No Way Home, as that was a very successful movie, which still means No Way Home is still the top superhero movie of this decade. Deadpool and Wolverine, yes, was a massive hit, but didn't have the same international splash that, No Way Home did. Obviously, even with the help of China, it didn't have the same amount of success as No Way Home did, which, I think with this movie, they were trying to replicate the success of No Way Home. You can compare this movie to No Way Home as well. We're going to go compare this movie to No Way Home. So No Way Home is doing foul, but again, No Way Home did have the holidays to help it, but this movie's doing, this movie was supposed to be like the next No Way Home. It still made $1 billion. It's still a huge successful movie, but I think Disney was expecting this movie to be on par with No Way Home because it had the old X-Men in it as well. No Way Home still, as of this point, still made another $50 million. Deadpool will probably make another $10 to $15 million at the box office, or even less, as it only at $5 million as of now. So yeah, it's still a very successful movie, but still, I think Disney is still gonna be very happy with the numbers of this movie. But the big summer movie of the year is still Inside Out too. Too, they were, this movie was really expected to be the next No Way Home. The No Way Home made so much money as well, but this movie performed average, like an average Avengers movie usually did, which is still a very successful movie. Obviously, not knocking down this movie's success, but when compared to No Way Home, this movie isn't as successful as No Way Home. So yes, Deadpool Wolverine was still a hugely successful movie, but I think this movie technically underperformed a lot of people's expectations. As the movie did, average rigs wise. Rigs were not, were like average movie rigs as well. And also internationally, this movie didn't do as well as No Way Home did. So this movie, and also let's not forget that No Way Home was a PG-13 movie, and Deadpool was an R-rated movie. So that also was partially the reason why the movie didn't make as much money as No Way Home. Next is Am I Racist? Yeah, this is a new movie. I don't even have a picture for it yet. It's Am I Racist? TL. And the movie made $4.7 million as well. Again, this movie doesn't really have a budget, but people were making such a big deal about this, and no one went to go see it. It actually had decent numbers for a movie that only opened up like 1,000 theaters. It had small drops too, so this movie did pretty well. All things considered, I don't think this movie really had much of a budget, like most documentaries usually do not. Okay, so this movie probably will make money at the box office. So next is The Killer's Game, yet another flop by Lionsgate. Who would have thought that Lionsgate is incapable of making a successful movie? But The Killer's Game is a massive failure by Lionsgate. Next is Alien Romulus. This movie is still in theaters. And the movie has made $200 million internet globally. Even without China, this movie would have broken even, obviously. $100 million. This movie needed $200 million to break even. As well. Which means this movie would have broken even either way with or without China's numbers. So it would have been, but again, the movie would have basically been, performing all right. But with China's box office, this movie has made a huge amount of money, which is something you never see anymore out of the box office. So it's a welcome change. Next is It Ends With Us. This movie continues to be a surprise hit at the box office, making $144 million globally as well. And this is about massive China numbers as well, like Alien. So this movie has made a lot of money as well. Again, non-franchise movies used to make that amount of money, but they don't really do anymore. Next is The Forge, was this movie. Again, costed almost nothing to make. I will actually look at the budget of the movie was like $5 million or something, like $3 or $4 million, which means this movie was never intended to be a huge, massive hit. But the movie is making a huge amount of money despite that. So, W for low budget movies, then, that would otherwise be ignored as well. Then we have God's Not Dead and God We Trust. Yes, we have another one of these dumb God's Not Dead. I thought this franchise was dead, but apparently they brought it back for some weird reason. This is like one of Hollywood's worst franchises. No one likes this movie, and no one likes this franchise. I'm surprised they'll continue with this franchise. But yeah, next is Twisters, which is still in theaters. Yes, this movie is still in theaters. It has had incredible ratings domestically. It'll probably do very well in the, video and Blu-ray, obviously. Next is Despicable Me 4, which did not hit the $1 billion like some people were saying it would, but still made $942 million. So again, just like Comedians, The Rise of Gru, this movie barely scraped, could have hit $1 billion, but it did not. Which, again, could this be weakness for the Despicable Me franchise? Again, Minions, The Rise of Gru is the best comparison, as that was the last movie in the franchise. And overall, if we can get Minions Rise of Gru to show up here, overall, these movies are performing almost neck to neck, with Minions Rise of Gru performing slightly better as well. And Despicable Me 4 is still here as well. So as of this time, we can do even a weekend comparison. Rise of Gru is performing slightly better and still made money the past next 2 weeks. I don't really think Despicable Me 4 will make that much more money. So this movie will make $600 million, $360 million, but it will make slightly less money than Rise of Gru. So, yeah. That's about this video here. Goodbye.